Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Usually have a pretty loud voice that I probably don't even need this, but good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dolores Colligan. Thanks for having me, and I'm the director of the Chester County Department of Community Development, better known to you all as DCD. I see a lot of familiar faces in the room, so hi, everybody. I've worked in Chester County government since 1990 as a strong leader and advocate supporting community and economic development initiatives, affordable housing opportunities, and the delivery of supportive services to the most vulnerable residents in our community. One of my passions as director of DCD is to be an outspoken proponent and leader in promoting the right of housing for all. Through the Chester County Partnership to End Homelessness, we at DCD and our partners work tirelessly towards achieving Chester County's goal to prevent and end homelessness. And I encourage each of you to become a member of the partnership because it does take a village. So Nick mentioned that I'd be talking about employment and housing, and I no longer will be talking about employment because employment does not live in DCD anymore. The county split the two departments last year, and as of the beginning of this year, there is a standalone Department of Workforce Development within the county. Ms. Jeanette Roman, which many of you might be familiar with, is now the director of that department. So I've asked Nick and his team to invite Jeanette to present on workforce development initiatives at a future allyship event. So I am going to focus on what my department does, and that is the focus is on housing, affordable housing, and ending homelessness in our county. So as you can see, this is our mission. DCD is a department within county government responsible for the administration of federal, state, and local resources for planning, management, and development of affordable housing, community services, economic development, and revitalization of our county's urban centers. We fund a variety of housing, community, and economic activities within the city of Coatesville. Since 2002, the commissioners have awarded $8,263,644 in funding directly to the city for construction and public works activities. This does not include the annual funding provided to nonprofit organizations such as Chester County OIC, the Clubhouse, and the Coatesville Area Public Library. Just recently had, all three of those agencies just recently had construction work and renovation work done to each of their buildings, each of their public facilities with funding from our department. Public service funding is provided annually to Brandywine Valley Active Aging, CYWA, Life Transforming Ministries, and W.C. Atkinson. Good Works receives annual local housing trust program funds to support homeowner rehabilitation in Coatesville and the surrounding counties. As of September 30th, 2022, 1,037 of 2,926 households assisted with emergency rental assistance program funds were in the Coatesville 19320 zip code, with the next highest municipality being Downingtown's 19335 zip code with 213 households assisted. This slide gives you an idea of our annual funding. As you see, it's not that much. This is what we have to administer. So the challenge question that I answered was, how do we give the greater Coatesville residents the support needed to become homeowners? And my role here today is one of public awareness and education. That's what I do. I'm not competing with anybody for their incubator projects. Our role at the county is public awareness and education to the community of what this funding does and how you can have a voice in making sure you want it to do what it needs to do in your community. So these were my responses that I provided to bring awareness to existing countywide programs, encourage utilizing of existing programs, and promote new affordable housing opportunities. So here we go. So what exists? For many years, countywide programs have existed to assist homeownership in low moderate income neighborhoods throughout our community. Programs that provide financial literacy training, credit and home ownership counseling, including financial incentives. Programs such as Open Hearts Financial Insight and Resource Management and Family Savings Partner Program, or Housing Partnerships First Time Homebuyer Program that provides $20,000 of first-time home buyers assistance for eligible homeowners in the city of Coatesville. It's the only part of our county that gets additional funds to encourage home ownership. They need to complete a HUD-approved home buyer counseling requirement to be able to receive that additional incentive through that program. The Housing Partnership also has funds from the county for mortgage write-down assistance for households purchasing homes in the 19320 zip code of the Coatesville Area School District. This program provides up to $50,000 in principal write-down at settlement. Half of the assistance is forgivable at the time of closing. The other half is payable when the homeowner decides to sell the house. For current homeowners, programs are available to support code-related home repairs, weatherization, and maintenance projects for senior citizens. Historically, these county-wide programs have been underutilized in the greater Coatesville area. So what have we done? What successes have you all done, we have done together? In June of 2022, the county commissioners joined the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development's House America initiative. This was HUD's all-hands-on-deck effort to address the nation's homelessness crisis. As of December 31st, 2022, Chester County's funded partners rehoused 149 homeless households and added 111 affordable housing units to the county's inventory. An additional 206 approved units are in active development, and 105 units are pending, for a grand total of 422 affordable units in the pipeline for Chester County. As of September 30th, 2022, the Emergency Rental Assistance Program expended $30,576,332 of United States Treasury and PA Department of Human Services funds to 2,926 unique households. The average amount of assistance provided was $5,800 per household, with 35% of all households residing in the 19320 zip code. This program is ongoing. The funding is being spent, and there's not that much left, but the program is still existing right now. Chester County has supported Friends Association's eviction court program, currently serving 2 district courts in Coatesville and 1 district court in Downingtown. As of September 30th, 2022, the program has served 426 households in the Coatesville and Downingtown district courts. Orders of possession or evictions decreased by 50% in the participating courts because of this program and the advocacy that's being done. 46% of households had their cases withdrawn, so they were not evicted, and 75% of households included school-aged children. The home ownership rate in Coatesville is 41.5%, which is a 5% increase over the last 5 years. The other data sets that were on that slide were from the Planning Commission. And I'm not going to go back because it was up there for a while. I'm sure you all read it. So what's to come? So we have a lot coming in this area. Habitat for Humanity of Chester County just acquired, I think it was about a 6-acre parcel just over the bridge, right at in Callan Township. And they will be constructing 25 to 30 single-family homes on that lot. Anybody in the area could apply for those Habitat homes and become a first-time home buyer. Willows at Valley Run. If you take a ride down Lincoln Highway and you go towards Callan Township, you're going to see a development being built. Willows of Valley Run is coming up out of the ground pretty quickly because the weather's been so good. The first phase of Willows is 60 affordable rental units, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom general occupancy. Second phase will be another 60 units. They're just going to be running right through. They're fully funded and all permits have been obtained. By summer of 2024, we'll have 120 affordable rental units in Callan Township at Willows at Valley Run. The whole home repair program is going to hopefully be up and running by the summer. This is new funding that the state, Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, it's a little bit of their American Rescue Plan money. The state developed what's called the Whole Home Repair Program. Chester County's allocation is what you see there. This is to provide countywide homeowner repairs up to $24,999 of code-related repairs. The proposal that we submitted with that kind of funding is that 90 activities would be completed within Chester County between 2024 and 2026. That's as long as this program will survive. And so our intention to start this program in July. There will be an RFP released soliciting organizations that can conduct this type of work, that could have contractors do this type of work. And that RFP right now is anticipated to be released by the end of April. And we would be having applications come back to us by early June so that we could cut contracts for July 1st to get that program started. We are also going to be releasing a 2024 affordable housing RFP. That release is set in stone. That release will be April 17th, and we will be asking for applications to come back May 25th. If you are not on if you don't receive our e-newsletter, it's called Community Developments. That's the way you'll find out about those RFP opportunities. That is our main marketing outlet. Go to our website, chesco.org/ccdcd, and register for our e-newsletter if you want to get information on those RFPs. So there's a lot happening, a lot of home ownership, a lot of home repair programs, a lot of things happening around affordable housing. So how do you get involved? It's a great day to ask me to come here because the public comment period just opened up today. And that's how you get involved. That's how the community gets involved. We're required by the federal government, because we administer federal funds, to receive public comment, to have public forums. And quite frankly, we never get anybody showing up. We had a public forum, public comment period last week, and it was 6 of my staff and 2 people on a Zoom. That's all we get. So if you want to make a difference and you want to have a voice, this is the way you get involved with things that my department does, because your comments have to be incorporated in our plans and sent to the federal government. And somebody there does look at it, believe it or not. And these plans go to the Appropriations Committee, and these comments go to the legislators that create these laws and these programs. And without your voice, they're going to do whatever they want to do. So I encourage you to get involved. And these are ways that you can get involved. The Consolidated Annual Performance Report is our required report that we send to HUD every year on the accomplishments of what was done with the federal funds. This is the 2022 federally funded activities and outcomes. And they still ask us to solicit public comment on that. Were you happy with it? Were you not? Would you have rather seen something else? So that plan or that report is currently available for you to read and provide public comment. That public comment period ends on March 29th, so you have till March 29th. Nick just said he got an email from us today. This next point here, the 2023-2027 Consolidated Plan and 2023 Action Plan. This just opened up for public comment today. The public comment period, we are required by law for a 30-day public comment period. So you see the term there. We have a public hearing scheduled. You are invited to come. April 11th, 4 o'clock in person at the Government Services Center. It's a hybrid. If you can't come to the GSC, you've got a registration link there to participate on Zoom. What we will do in this is present to you, we are required, again by law because of the federal funds that we receive, to publish a 5-year consolidated plan. So our current plan ended at the end of 2022. The next 5-year plan you see there is 23 to 27. Then each year within that con plan, we have to develop an action plan for what we're going to do with the annual allocation. So within this plan is also the 2023 action plan of activities that are going to be funded or will be funded unless public comment stops something. I've never seen that happen in 33 years I've been around, but it could. But the activities that the commissioners recommended for funding are outlined in that 2023 action plan. So you'll be able to see what organizations have been recommended for funding, for what type of activity they're being recommended for funding, and at what level, what dollar amount we've recommended the funding. So you have the opportunity to have a voice and get involved by going to these plans and making public comment if you so wish. And then how do you stay connected? So how do you keep on having a voice? Continuously check back at our DCD housing page for housing opportunities, for housing RFP opportunities. If there's developers in the room, we're soliciting for housing development applications. The Chester County Partnership to End Homelessness, become a member of the partnership. This is community members running this initiative. This is not, me or Rob Henry you might have met, or Kelly Ragazzino or Chris are on our governance board. This is a community stakeholder initiative. We have over 200 community partners such as you that participate in this initiative. We're looking for more people to become part of the committees. So take a look at the Chester County Partnership to End Homelessness page. Take a look at the membership requirements and what you could do, what kind of folks we're looking to form the committees. We need all of you. Like I said, it takes a village to end our homeless crisis. The Chester County Planning Commission housing page has a lot of data and demographics and information, but there's a lot of good information there. And then, of course, as I mentioned, if you're not getting DCDZ newsletter and you're interested in data, reports, getting information when public comments out, RFPs, that's how you're going to find out about it, is by getting our community developments e-newsletter. So that is all I've got. And thank you for having me. If you have any questions, I'm going to be here for the rest of the night.